Good evening, friends. Myself, Dr. Nidhi Darbari, on My Education Treasure. In my previous video on Blackboard writing skill, I had explained about the meaning and characteristics and effective use of Blackboard writing skill of micro teaching. Today, in my present video, I am going to tell you about the components of Blackboard writing skill of micro teaching. Components of Blackboard writing skill of micro teaching. Teaching can be made effective by skillful use of Blackboard. A teacher has to take care of following components of the skill of use of Blackboard: legibility of handwriting, neatness in Blackboard work, appropriateness of Blackboard work, highlighting main points, speaking while writing, correctness, position of the teacher, eye contact with students, cleaning of Blackboard, use of duster, neat, beautiful and clear writing, bright letters, straight writing, system of writing, use of one language only. The first component is legibility of writing. Legible handwriting of the teacher draws the attention of the students and encourages them to improve their handwriting. Handwriting is legible if it has the following characteristics: distinctness. Every letter should be distinct. There should be distinct difference between letters. There should be no confusion in the shape of letters such as C, E, L or T. Slantness. The slantness of each letter should be closest to the vertical. Size of letters. The teacher should write neither very large sized nor too small letters. The size of the letter should not only be uniform, but also the size of the letter should be large enough to be read by the students from the far end of the classroom and depends upon the grade level of the students. Size of the capital and small letters. All the capital letters should be of the same size and all the small letters should be of the same size. The size of the capital letters should be just bigger than that of the small letters, but not so much exaggerated so as to form an obstacle while reading. Thickness of the lines. The thickness of the line should be of the same width. One hint to maintain uniform thickness is to rotate the chalk by fingers while writing. Neatness in Blackboard work. Teachers can make the Blackboard work neat and clean by straightness of lines. The neatness of the Blackboard work increases if the teacher writes in straight lines parallel to the base of the blackboard with adequate space between lines. Adequate spacing between the lines. There should be adequate spacing between the lines. Adequate spacing between two letters and two words are also necessary. Avoidance of overwriting. There should be no overwriting as it makes the blackboard work untidy. For the proper utilization of the space, only the important words or statements should be written. Focusing the relevant matter. To keep the blackboard neat and clean, the teacher should retain the relevant and essential material on the board and rub the unnecessary words. Appropriateness of blackboard work. The content is of two types: letters or words on sentences, diagrams or illustrations. For appropriate Blackboard work, the summary should be brief and simple so that the students can follow the whole lesson at a glance. Continuity in points. While writing on the board, there should be continuity in the points. Points should be logically related one after the other in a sequence so that the students have clear understanding of the lesson. Brevity and simplicity. A teacher should write the salient points in simple and clear language. Drawing attention and focusing. for focusing, underlining the important points, or use colored chalk for drawing the student's attention. Illustration and diagrams. Illustration and diagrams should be simple, large, and clear to convey the idea easily and conveniently. Text written on the blackboard should be supported by the figure at the proper place. If the figure is to be explained with the help of writing supporting text on the blackboard, then the figure should be normally drawn on the right side of the text. If the figure is to be explained without writing any supporting text on the blackboard, then the figure should be drawn in the center of the blackboard. Teachers should develop the ability to draw freely on the blackboard. The map or diagram that grows before the eyes of the students is more useful than a well-finished map or diagram. Highlighting main points. The teacher should underline to highlight the main points on the blackboard. Colored chalk should be used suitably to draw the students' attention on the main points. Speaking with writing. Speaking with writing means that the teacher should speak the same content what he or she writes on the blackboard, so that there should not be any moment of complete silence in the classroom. This is desired so that the students will remain attentive towards the content. Correctness. The teacher should be careful about correct spelling, punctuation, grammar, etc. in constructing sentences on the blackboard. If you found the video to be informative and interesting, I request you all to please give a like to my video to motivate me, share it with others, and subscribe it so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. Position of the teacher. The teacher should make sufficient effort to exercise the stance at the time of writing by standing on one side of the blackboard with an angle of 45 degrees so that the written work is visible to all the students. A teacher, while writing the first line on the blackboard, needs to lift his hand not more than 6 inches from his height, whereas the lower bottom line needs to be at the eye level of the students sitting at the last bench. The teacher should stand at a distance from a blackboard so that he may read his own writing conveniently and make corrections immediately. Eye contact with students. The teacher should maintain eye contact with his students while writing on the blackboard. This controlling interaction maintains discipline and sustains the attention of the students. Cleaning of blackboard. Teacher should clean the blackboard from top to bottom and not spread dust in the room. He should rub the points on the blackboard after the students note down. After completion of the lesson, the teacher should clean the entire blackboard before leaving the classroom. Use of duster. The teacher should use a duster to rub the written matter on the chalkboard. Some student teachers rub the written matter even with fingers. It is not a good habit. Neat, beautiful, and clear writing. The teacher should have a good handwriting so that all the students can read easily whatever is written on the chalkboard, and they go on trying to write neatly and legibly in their copies. He should know how to write difficult words, facts, events, and summaries in a neat, beautiful, and legible manner. Next component is bright letters. The teacher should write bright letters on the blackboard so that every student may easily read the written letters. For this, the teacher should write on the blackboard with white chalk instead of colored chalk. Letters written with white chalk may also be faded, so the teacher should press the chalk while writing on the blackboard. Straight writing. The teacher should write on the blackboard in a straight line so that students can read the writing successfully and don't exert strain on their eyes. System of writing. The system of writing on the blackboard should also be appropriate. This enables the students to understand easily the written things and they copy them in their notebooks for a revision at home in a proper sequence. Hence, the teacher should write systematically on the blackboard so that all the students of the class may acquire the knowledge systematically. Use of one language only. Some teachers use both Hindi and English letters while writing on the blackboard. Students get confused when a question is asked in two languages and the question goes wrong. Hence, a teacher should use only one language on the blackboard. This skill needs long practice to achieve the expertness. Thank you very much for patiently watching the video and don't forget to subscribe.